Ever felt like your body clock's been tossed in a blender after a long flight? You're not alone. Jet lag affects millions of travelers every year, turning dream vacations into groggy nightmares. But what if I told you there are ways to outsmart your internal clock and arrive at your destination feeling refreshed and ready to go? Buckle up, because we're about to take off on a journey to conquer jet lag once and for all. Let's start by understanding what jet lag really is. Imagine your body as a finely tuned orchestra, with your circadian rhythm as the conductor. When you quickly cross time zones, it's like moving the conductor to a different stage mid-performance. Suddenly, the music's all out of sync. That's jet lag in a nutshell, your body's internal clock struggling to catch up with a new time zone. So what can we do to keep our inner orchestra playing in harmony? First up, let's talk about light exposure. Light is the most powerful cue for regulating our sleep-wake cycle. If you're traveling east, try to get early morning sunlight at your destination. This helps advance your body clock. Heading west, seek out evening light to delay your sleep cycle. Think of it as giving your internal conductor a clear signal about when the next performance should start. Now let's dive into some pre-flight preparations. Start adjusting your sleep schedule a few days before your trip. If you're flying east, go to bed and wake up progressively earlier. For westward travel, do the opposite. It's like giving your body a head start in the race against time zones. And while we're talking about sleep, here's a pro tip. Invest in a good eye mask and noise-canceling headphones. These can be lifesavers when you need to catch some Z's on the plane or at odd hours in your new time zone. Speaking of the flight itself, let's talk hydration. The air inside airplane cabins is notoriously dry, which can exacerbate jet lag symptoms. Make water your best friend during the flight. Aim to drink at least 8 ounces of water for every hour you're in the air. And yes, that means saying no to that tempting in-flight cocktail. Alcohol might help you fall asleep, but it'll leave you feeling even more dehydrated and groggy upon arrival. Now here's something you might not have considered. Your in-flight meal choices can impact jet lag too. Opt for lighter meals that are easy to digest. Heavy, rich foods can make it harder for your body to adjust. Some frequent flyers swear by the Argonne diet, which alternates days of feasting and fasting before a trip. While the science is still out on this one, the idea is to reset your body's internal clock through eating patterns. Once you land, resist the urge to crash into bed if it's daytime at your destination. Instead, try to stay awake until the local bedtime. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. A bit painful at first, but it helps you adjust faster in the long run. Get outside, do some light exercise, or engage in social activities. Anything to keep you alert and aligned with the local time. Let's talk about melatonin, often called the sleep hormone. Some travelers use melatonin supplements to help regulate their sleep cycle in a new time zone. While it can be effective, it's crucial to get the timing right. Generally, taking melatonin in the evening at your destination can help you fall asleep earlier when traveling east. For westward travel, a small dose in the morning can help delay your sleep cycle. Here's a trick that might surprise you: grounding or earthing. Some believe that walking barefoot on grass or sand after arrival can help reset your body clock. While the scientific jury's still out, many travelers swear by this method. At the very least, it gets you outside and moving, which is beneficial for adjusting to a new time zone. Remember, everyone's body reacts differently to time zone changes. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to experiment and find what works best for you. Keep a travel journal to track your jet lag experiences and what strategies seem to help. By implementing these tips, you can minimize the impact of jet lag and make the most of your travels. So next time you're jetting across time zones, you'll be ready to land running with your internal orchestra playing in perfect harmony. Safe travels, and may your jet lag be nothing but a distant memory.